And it's cool going to sit at just some restaurant here in College Station, and you have people coming up to you while you're just eating and saying, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for a great season. Like, it was a joy to watch.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome into TexAgs Rewind as my computer goes crazy, brought to you by Specs. Guys, we got Nick, we got Matthew Dawson. An interesting week because there's been a lot of emotions on the show, but really good content. How about today, Nick?
Yeah, today's definitely one of my favorite shows I think we've done. Hearing from Ryan Prager and Travis Chestnut, both guys being very transparent, very honest about how they feel and, you know, just what might be next for those guys. And again, we hope for the best. The biggest focus is don't take away what they did this season and in Omaha. That's really what I hope a lot of people take away from their interviews today.
Dawson, your favorite part of the show, buddy?
I mean, how can you not say the entire thing? I mean, that was unbelievable. Good. Also, too, you could tell that this was a big show because you can tell how many people are in the back there just pumping out tweets, producing. I mean, those are numbers back there with Nick. Nick's got an army.
All right, so fun show. We had Bronny with us. We had, obviously, Prager with us. We had Travis Chestnut with us. We had Billy Liucci, Olin Buchanan, JB Moss, all that and more. It's the Rewind. So, JB, just kind of give us a glimpse into your roller coaster of emotions this week.
Oh, there has been so many ups and downs this week, guys. Unfortunately, you guys are spot on. It feels like we aren't adequately celebrating the best team in Texas A&M baseball history. The selfishness of Jim Schlossnagle and the rest of the staff has taken that away and become the forefront of everyone's attention. But, it's definitely, like I talked to you earlier this week, David, it's been, so many highs, so many lows. Certainly the best team in Texas A&M baseball history, followed by, the ultimate betrayal. So to say there have been ups and downs would be an understatement.
JB, what's really important now is where does Texas A&M go from here? And as a guy that actually played here, what's it going to take, in your mind, do you think, to keep those players that are in the transfer portal from leaving and to stay at Texas A&M?
Sure, Obi. I'm certainly glad that you asked me that. I think that, look, I'm going to be pretty direct here. I think getting Michael Early back on campus is going to do enormous things as far as keeping specifically the position players retained at Texas A&M. If I'm Trev Alberts, look, Bronny and Billy do this for a living, and so I certainly trust what they put out there, and I was certainly looking forward to O'Connor. It doesn't sound like that's a possibility. So if I'm Trev Alberts, I'm going all chips on Tom Walter at Wake Forest. He's a proven program builder. He has shown stability. He's been at Wake Forest for 14 years, and he's done a great job building that program. And then my next move, I go hire Mike Early as associate head coach, and because I truly think that's the best way to keep all the current players, retained at Texas A&M.
But don't
and then
you
guys,
have to?
How about this?
But don't you have to let whoever the new coach is hire his staff?
I think he'd want to, though.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd want to, OB, because we have supreme talent at Texas A&M right now, and I think if he understands that, hey, his best option to keep those guys retained is hiring Mike Early, I think he does that in order to keep this positive Texas A&M baseball momentum going.
So what you're saying is,
and then
in Texas, they might have celebrated prematurely, but don't celebrate early.
You went to Omaha and you pitched in a place where you had struggled 2 years ago, and you turn in one of the most legendary historic performances on a pitcher's mound that this school has ever seen. Has that part of it hit you yet?
Yes and no. I think doing it was awesome. Hearing the 12th man there, like really just getting the win in both, like winning both games is what was really important and really cool because we got to do something no Texas A&M team has ever done before. And I think that's what's been really special and it's stuck with a lot of these guys in this time of just uncertainty, chaos, and everything. Like, we've been able to rally around each other and be like, hey, we still had a really, really good year. And we did something really special.
And I hope folks are – and I think just based off my interactions with A&M social media in the last couple of days, it seems like everybody's celebrating y'all. Have you felt the love of the 12th man, especially as they're going through this coaching transition?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a few of us, a few of the pitchers especially, like me, Brad, Lampkin, Sadeo, we went to eat as soon as we got back, and everything was kind of starting to go on. And it's cool going to sit at just some restaurant here in College Station, and you have people coming up to you while you're just eating and saying, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for a great season. Like, it was a joy to watch. And, like, when people go out of their way to do that, just back here, like, I get it in Omaha, like, you're kind of the star there. But for that to happen here on just a normal day, like, that shows how much impact we had and how special it was. And they come up, they show their appreciation, and we're just glad that they were there to be with us.
Can we start with congratulations on a sensational season?
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think that anything needs to be talked about right now without first giving you and your teammates incredible amount of props and credit for what you guys not only accomplished as a group of young men, but also what you had to endure over the last couple of weeks when all this stuff really started to swirl. And I know that there were some guys in the dugout that had thoughts that this was going down while y'all were playing. And so you and your teammates should be commended for the job you did for this baseball program and this university. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really super sick, and super stoked to just be able to, like, just go out there and play. I mean, it's something going to Omaha is something you set when you're like 12 years old. At least if you're a baseball fan and you're a baseball player, like, I was like, I want to play in the SEC because I want to be in Omaha and I want to give myself the best shot to play in Omaha. And kind of getting out there the first day, like, just for like that practice, you were just like looking around like, this is insane. Like, this is nothing like Olin. Like, you see Olin, how loud he gets, and that's like 8,000, 9,000 or whatever people, and it's like, you're like, dude, this could fit 4 of Olins. Like, there's like 30,000 people that could fit here. And it was just, I mean, it was awesome.
Did you have one of those, like, oh my God, I'm here moments?
Yeah, definitely. It didn't really hit me till, honestly, I want to say like game 2, game 3 that we played. I think Florida is when, like, I kind of got it. And it was just like, I think it was a really close game. And I was like, dude, like, I'm here. Like, I think I was struggling a little bit, and I was like, why am I worried about anything else? Like, why does it matter what I hit last at bat or what I did last game? Like, it's like, I'm here, and like, I made it to literally the greatest show on dirt, and it's like, so it was super surreal.
Can we get your perspective of the robbery in game 1 by Jace?
Oh,
did you think he had a shot at it?
Well, at first I thought it was going to be an easy pop fly, and I was just looking, like, I was kind of like tracking right behind him, and then it just got, like, I swear it just got up a little bit more, like, last second. It just went, like, right over the wall, and he just, I mean, at first I thought it was an easy fly ball, which says a lot because I also thought someone who hit a ball at like 500 feet was staying at the park. But say I haven't been in the outfield very much towards the end of the year.
But it didn't surprise you that Jace.
Oh, no. I knew it was him or Sorrell. Like, they were the best at that for some reason.
Yeah. Well, because Jace is a giant.
Well, yeah. Jace is like 6'9".
When you hear something that, like, that it upsets you, that you see this name in the portal as a sports fan, as an Aggie fan, and you see these names in the portal and they upset you individually, like, and then progressively as each one goes, right? You have to put yourself in the position of that young athlete and say, if I was that age and I loved A&M and I just had my heart broken by a coach who, by the way, is now trying to get me to go to not only another school, but an arch rival that I have been learned over my time competing against them to hate. Mm-hmm. That's Auburn, Alabama. That's Ohio State and Michigan. Like, I talked to, it was Teddy Burton said, he played at Michigan. He said, Ohio State tried to contact me. He's like, I wouldn't even entertain it. In no lifetime would I entertain that. Like, and then you've got the people you trust and care about telling you, come here. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I lied to you, and we handled it really bad, and we really even more bad with some of your other teammates and best friends, but come here. That's tough. And, oh, by the way, we want to stay here, but we have no idea who our coach is. And look, Trev and President Welsh have done a tremendous job in these last few days of listening to the players, the returning players, even a couple guys going out. They've listened to them. They've taken their input on, like, in some instances, multiple phone calls a day, several phone calls a day, and they're listening. But those guys don't know who their coach is going to be. They can't tell them the whole game plan. They can't tell them what's going to happen, because as soon as you do that, it's out, it's gone. And I'll talk about coaching search here in a minute because I do have some pointed things I want to say. But if those guys, you're sitting here and you don't know who your coach is, you don't know who your pitching coach will be, you don't know who your hitting coach will be, you don't know who your head coach will be, what his resume looks like, you haven't sat down with him, you don't know what his personality is, it makes no sense but to not be worried and not to put yourself out there and see like, okay, I've got to have options.
All right, Dawson, tell the people what to do.
You gotta like, you gotta comment, and you gotta subscribe, and you gotta share.
That seemed like a mix of a voice. It was like yourself and also somebody else, but I won't say who.
Nick does it better. It's just, I feel like it's in season.
That would be a good shirt. Nick does it better. What? I don't know. We'll see you next time.